What is up, guys? Good old-fashioned Gola back here for some more Animal Crossing City Folk. Right now in Ohio, it is June 19th at 11:56 a.m. Let's get this stuff started. So, let me get comfortable here because we're gonna be here. We're gonna be here for a good while. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of this video, I should touch on a few things. I'm like a week late on this video because I got a new job, so I've been working a lot. And so that's why this video is a little bit late. And recently I've started, well, recently, it was yesterday, I got the sudden itch to play Fallout 4 again, but I didn't want to go through the whole shebang of the story, you know, with fucking future baby son and all that garbage. So, oh wait, yeah, you catch him with a net. You fucker. Where'd you go? I thought you caught him with a net. But, future baby son, there we go. Didn't want to go through that, so I downloaded a bunch of mods and totally changed that game up. And then I got bored. So, if that isn't the story of my life, I don't know what is. And I also bought Wolfenstein: The New Order and the Old Blood, I think, is the DLC, and I got Binding of Isaac Rebirth and Afterbirth because it was like $5, or it was 10 altogether, and then I got both Metro games. So I bought a lot of games that were on sale. It's not even the Steam sale yet, too, so can't wait for my wallet to get just completely emptied. And a couple new albums I want to just touch on real quick before we start off. 2 Chainz just released his definitely best album of his discography yet. I do like 2 Chainz a lot. And who else? Phoenix released a new album. What is it called? T'Amore, I think. And 100th, I think, is the name of the band. It's like kind of like post-rocky, shoegazy metal. I don't know. It's weird. And then Royal Blood. Royal Blood are really good. Check them out. Check all those albums out. But here's the real reason we're here. E3 2017. Let's get into this shit. Starting off here, the only point that I want to make here that I don't like. Bethesda's Creation Club. Stop trying to have paid for mods, Bethesda, please. Or else everyone's just gonna fucking revolt against you. It's just not a good idea. Nobody likes to pay for things. And people will find a way to get around paying for things, and you're not gonna like that. So just suck it up. Put ads on your fucking mod site if you really want money from it. Granted, people will find a way to get around those ads and use an ad blocker like I do, but it's just not a smart idea. People get very angry. So now we can flip my list around and just go right down through it. Metroid Prime and Metroid 2 the remake. There was a week where I did nothing but play that fan game, another Metroid 2 remake, and Shelly got so mad at me because I just was sitting on it and I just never got off because that remake was so good. I love Metroid games, so I'm super hyped for those. And Rocket League on the Switch. That is another big fuck yeah for me because I have Rocket League on my computer and I have Rocket League on my Xbox, so having Rocket League on the go will be fucking gigantic, for me at least. Moving into Mario Odyssey. I'm very fucking hyped for a new Mario game, especially one that I can control a fucking T-Rex or any enemy in the entire game. Can you really control a T-Rex in the game? Nobody knows. That could just be for the trailer, but you never know. And then another thing that got me hyped, I played, now that I bought it, I played the, not old Wolfenstein, but the newest remake, I guess, is what it is, of the Wolfenstein series. And it is just kind of like a go to this open area, shoot some guys, go on to the next one kind of game, but I mean, sometimes those are fun. But the trailer and everything for the new one. Really did get me hyped, and that's what really made me want to buy the older one. Is that a... Oh, those are 3D glasses. Yeah, why not? We need a we need a change. I was gonna say a switch, but then I wanted to say change. I don't want to talk to you, Mabel. Thank you. But Skyrim on PlayStation VR. I don't have a PlayStation 4, nor do I have the VR, but I'm still excited for that because call me a Bethesda drone or whatever you would call me, but I will buy Skyrim on like anything it gets released on, like especially on the Switch, because Skyrim on the go will be huge, especially with there's a nice little gleam there to the glasses, but with the amiibo. Ooh, wow, you're cool looking. Del. Can I call you Deli? Oh, he lost his key. Well, if I find it, I find it. If not, sorry, Del. Or Deli. But being able to scan your Link amiibo and get Link clothes from Breath of the Wild is super, super cool. Speaking of Breath of the Wild, that DLC got announced, and I was like low-key hyped for that. And I might buy it when it comes out, just so I could get back into Breath of the Wild for like a week and then get bored. That's what I do with games. I have the worst attention span in the world, and I don't care. We're gonna plant a coconut tree right here. Come on. Let's go sell those snails and those glasses. Damn, there's a lot of fucking snails out. Well, so Shadow of the Colossus is getting remade. Never played the original. Might download an ISO of it and play it, because I have an emulator. We have technology. But it's beautiful on its old version. So one can only assume that the remake... I mean, we've seen gameplay of it. It speaks for itself. Looks fucking amazing. The music from that series. Never played it, like I said. Still love the fucking soundtrack. I have it. Next up is Monster Hunter, which I own Monster Hunter Tri, I think. Whatever one was on the Wii U. Spaceman Sam. Whichever one was on the Wii U, I'm buying this fucking drum. Because if it's an instrument, I'll buy it. I just stack our houses with instruments. I'll buy that cactus too, that looks cool. But kind of excited for Monster Hunter because I've always wanted to get into it, just never really tried, I guess. But moving on to the Kirby game that was announced, the Yoshi game that was announced, and the Pokemon game that was announced. Now we've seen the two former games, but Pokemon, they said they just started and it probably won't be out until like over a year from now. But still, having a Pokemon game on the Switch along with those other two is going to be great, because who doesn't love all three of those series? Nintendo pretty much, you can say Nintendo won E3. And it was probably solely because of Metroid. They probably could have just walked out and said, "Hey, Samus is back, you're welcome," and then just fucking left and not said anything else. I mean, well, they don't do on-floor shows anymore, but they could have started their fucking stream and said, "Metroid Prime 4 confirmed, Gaben," and just fucking left. And just destroyed everybody's minds like they did. Get rid of that one. Spider-Man. If I had a PlayStation 4, Spider-Man would be fucking #1 on my list, because I played... What one was that? It was kind of like... If you guys have ever played Prototype, it was kind of like if they just stuck Spider-Man inside of the Prototype world and just kind of toned it down a bit. I think it was Web of Shadows. I can't remember. But Spider-Man games can be fun when they actually are made by the right people. And Insomniac Games is definitely the right person for the job. And then Skull and Bones is a next the next title that I'm super excited for because I tried to play Assassin's Creed Black Flag. I don't really care for Assassin's Creed games, so that was kind of hard for me to do because there's nothing in this world I want more than a pirate. Oh my god, how did I forget about Sea of Thieves? Sea of Thieves looks fucking boss. So, but anyways, back to Skull and Bones. I like the ship combat from Black Flag. I made it that far that I could like actually steer a ship and shit, but I don't care for like free running and all that shit. Stealth games, I fucking hate stealth games. But what was I gonna say? But Skull and Bones is like Black Flag's pirate shit without the stupid Assassin's Creed shit. So, very hyped for that. And then lastly, for E3 shit, Battlefront 2. And I'm just now remembering that EA, of all fucking people, this is a very non-EA move, said the DLC will all come out for free as it, like, trickles in. So, based EA, are we seeing, like, a revitalized company that's not gonna fucking screw you out of money? Who knows? But at least the prequels are in it. I should break some news to all of you. I like the prequels. I grew up on the prequels, so of course I'm gonna like it. Yet to have watched Rogue One, but that is neither here nor there. But anyways, that was pretty much all I wanted to run down through. How long did that take? 11 minutes? Good. That's about a normal episode. So anyways, I'm Good Old Fashioned Cola. I have to go record Binding of Isaac because I said I would, and I'm a man of my word sometimes. And then I'm gonna go play Rocksmith before I have to go to work. I will see you guys next time.